Well, welcome all in the new session of determinants. In the previous session, we understand how we evaluate the determinant, how we find the determinant, what is determinant, and determinant of various type of square matrix, order 1, order 2, order 3. Now we come on its properties. As its properties are very important because they not only solve an equation in a very easy way but also for the board exam point of view. One question comes from the properties of determinants in the CBSE board exam, at least in 4 marks. It may also come in 6 marks also. So what are the properties of determinants? Let us understand the very first property. The first property says that determinant of any square matrix is equal to the determinant of its transpose. Means if we transpose any square matrix, even then the value of determinants remains same. For example, let us understand it. Let A is equal to 2743. Then what will be A transpose? We know transpose of any matrix is equal to another matrix in which the rows and columns are interchanged. Here 27 is the first row, it will become first column. So 27 and 43, it is A transpose. So now we take determinant of A. What will be determinant of A? Diagonal elements minus of diagonal elements. Then 2 into 3 6 minus 28 minus 2. Then determinant of A transpose. Determinant of A transpose is equal to 2 into 3 6 minus 28 minus 20. So what we see? The determinant of any square matrix is always equal to the determinant of its transpose matrix. So this was the first property. Now we come on second property of determinants. Second property of determinant says that if we interchange any two rows or columns of any square matrix, then the value of the determinants get changed by negative sign. Its sign changes. Let A is any determinant and its elements are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and say 4. Now, if we interchange any two row or two columns, then its numerical value will be same. Only a negative sign will be introduced. So this property says that after interchanging any two row or column, the determinants sign change. Let us understand this one. Let we have determinant of A. And determinant of A will be 2 into determinant obtained by first row and first column, means 6, 7, 9, 4 minus 3, then first row, second column. So 5, 7, 8, 6, 4 plus 4, hiding first row, third column, 5, 6, 8, 9. So this will be equal to 2, 24 minus 63. minus 3, 20 minus 56 plus 4, 45 minus 48. So this is equal to 2 minus, there is 9 and 3, minus 3 into minus 36 plus 4 into minus 3 means minus 78 plus 108 minus 12. This is 90, so the value is 80. The value of determinant is 80. Now what we do? We are going to interchange its first and second row. So on applying R1 get changed with R2. This will be denoted as R1 and R2 are getting interchanged. So the new determinant will become, first row will become second row. So 2, 3, 4. This is second row. First row is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 4. Now let us expanding it and finding its value. So 5, then first row, first column 3, 4, 9, 4, minus 6, then 2, 4, 8, 4, plus 7, then first row, third column hiding 2, 3, 8, 9. So this is equal to 5 into 12 minus 36 minus 6 into 8 minus 32, 7 into 18 minus 24. So this is equal to 5 into minus 24, 6 into minus 24 plus 7 into minus 6. This is equal to minus 120 plus 144 minus 42. So what is the value here? 162 negative, then plus ka 144, that is equal to minus 18. Means the sign changes of both the determinants. So what is the second property? Second property says, if we interchange any two rows or any two columns, then the value of the determinants get changed with a negative sign. Then the third property. Third property says that if any two rows or columns of a determinant are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. So let us take third property. The third property says, if any two rows or columns are identical, then value of determinant is G. Say how? Let us take example. Suppose the determinant is like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 3. Here C1 and C2 are identical. If we find its value, its value will be 0. You can check it also. So for finding it, here is 1. So 1, then writing its determinant of order 2 by 2, then it will be 2839 minus 1, then 2389 plus 7 223. This equal to 1 into 18 minus 24. 1 into 18 minus 24. 7 into 6 minus 6. So this equal to minus 6 plus 6 plus 7 into 0, that is 0. So the value of whole determinant is 0. So whenever any two rows or columns are identical, then the value of determinant is 0. Then this property may also be extended. If any two rows or columns are multiple of another, then its value also 0. What is it? That this is the determinant A. Its first column is X, Y, Z, A, B, C, and its third column is 2X, 2Y, 2Z. Here you are seeing C1 and C3 are multiple, or we can say C3 is scalar multiple of C1. Then the value of this determinant will also be G. Why? To understand it, let us understand here in C3 the element 2 is common. The property in the determinant says that we can take out any common element from any row or any column. We can take any column as well as we can multiply any row or column. I will take it in further property also. Till then I am telling you, because here 2 is common, so it may come out outside and this will become XYZ, XYZ, C1 and C3 identical, so the value of determinant is 0. So this is the further case of it. Now the fourth property for the determinants. And fourth property says if each row property number 4. If each row or column, each element of row or column of any determinant is multiplied by any constant k, then the value gets multiplied by k. Means by any scalar, then the value of determinant is multiplied by that scalar. Say for example, this is a determinant A, B, C, D. It is of order 2 by 2. If I multiply any row or any column by any scalar, that is k. That k is any scalar. And we apply R2 as KR. And what will happen? See, the new determinant will become A, B, KC. Then its value will be A into KD minus KC into D. That is, K can be taken outside. AD minus C. AD minus, sorry, this is not D, this is B. This is B. KC into B. So here is C. And what is this? This is the value of this determinant, original determinant. You can see AD minus CB. So what we understand from here? This was the original determinant. Its value was AD minus CB. We multiply its elements of second row by any scalar k. Then the value of the whole determinant is multiplied by that scalar. So that is the property we discussed in previous also. So we have the facility here. We can multiply any row or any column by any scalar. While in matrix we cannot do like this. If we are going to multiply any matrix, then all the elements will be multiplied by that scalar. But in determinant, we can multiply or divide the elements of any particular row or column. So the fourth property says, if we are multiplying by any scalar, then the value of the whole determinant is multiplied by that scalar. Now the next property says, number 5, if some or all elements, if some or all elements of any row or column of a determinant is expressed as the sum of two or more terms then the whole determinant is expressed as the sum of two or more determinants. Understand what is this? This is if the element we are seeing in this property as this is the basic determinant and it is in the form a plus x, b plus y, c plus z, p, q, r and u, v, w. We are seeing that the elements of first column are in the sum of two terms. So this can be divided into two determinants. and it may be represented as determinant ABC, PQR, UVW plus determinant XYZ, PQR, UVW. Means in first determinant we take first elements, in second determinant we take second elements, and both the remaining two C2 and C3 are same. So this is the property number 5, and this is very useful for dealing such type of determinants which are expressed as the sum of two or more terms. So next property comes property number 6, and this property says that property number 6. Property 6 says that this is the determinant A, B, C, P, Q, R, X, Y, Z. If we apply an operation on its any row or column like this, Ri tends to Ri plus Krj, then the value of determinant is same. What this property says? किसी एक रॉ के एलिमेंट्स को किसी कांस्टेंट से मल्टीप्लाई करके दूसरे किसी रॉ में ऐड किया जाए तब भी डिटर्मिनेंट पर कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम टेकिंग दिस वेरिफिकेशन विद द हेल्प ऑफ एन एग्जाम्पल. Let this is the determinant 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am taking its value. It will become 4 minus 6, that is minus 2. Now I am applying R2 as R2 minus 2R1. So what I am doing here, R1 के एलिमेंट्स को पहले -2 से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं, तब उसको R2 में प्लस करेंगे, तो इस तरह से जो नया डिटर्मिनेंट मिलेगा वो मिलेगा 1, 2, दिस इज 3 minus 2 that is 1, 4 minus 4 that is 0. Find its value. 1 into 0 minus 1 into 2. So this will be 0 minus 2. So the value is minus 2. So both the values are same. So what does this property says? This property says that अगर किसी भी रॉ या कॉलम के, सेम प्रॉपर्टी कॉलम पे एप्लीकेबल है, किसी स्केलर से मल्टीप्लाई करके दूसरे रॉ या कॉलम के करस्पॉन्डिंग एलिमेंट्स में ऐड कर दिया जाए तब भी डिटर्मिनेंट की वैल्यू पर कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. वन मोर प्रॉपर्टी दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड दिस प्रॉपर्टी सेज दैट, so let us understand property number 7. This property says that if we are finding the value of any determinant that is formed by any diagonal matrix, that is any diagonal matrix, so its elements will be like this, 1, 2, 3, remaining elements will be 0. You know very well what is diagonal matrix. Diagonal matrix is that matrix in which all the elements except the principal diagonal are 0. That is the diagonal matrix. If we find the determinant of this diagonal matrix, this comes equal to the multiplication of its principal diagonal elements. So this is equal to 6. So what is the property? Property is that determinant of diagonal matrix ABC is equal to A into B. मीन्स जो भी प्रिंसिपल डायगोनल पर एलिमेंट्स आते हो उन सभी एलिमेंट्स की मल्टीप्लीकेशन के इक्वल होती है डायगोनल मैट्रिक्स से बनने वाले डिटर्मिनेंट की। दिस इज प्रॉपर्टी नंबर 7. So these are the properties that are very important, and with the help of these properties now we will solve some questions and we will see the calculation will become more easier. And 1-2 points we have to keep in mind while applying these properties. These properties are for the reducing the calculation one, to make our work easy. So first of all, we will try to make any two elements of any row or column 0 before expanding it. See what I am saying. Let me have a problem. Evaluate determinant 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 65, 75 and 86. Evaluate this determinant without expanding. So if we want to find the value of it, it is very easy. Without expanding, we can find its value. How? For this one, we have to see the relations between some rows and columns. Focus on this element 65. Can we find out this element 65 with the help of C1 and C2? If we multiply 7 by 9, then 63 and plus 2, it is 65. Is it for R2 also? 9 into 8, 72, plus 3, 75, means the value is coming. So we are going to apply this is the determinant. Apply C1 as C1 plus 9C. What will become? First column will be 63 plus 2, 65. 72 plus 3, 75. 81 plus 5, 86. 7, 8, 9. 65, 75, 86. We convert our determinant in this form. And now you are seeing this C3 and C1 both are identical. Here C1 and C3 are identical. And we just discussed about this property. If any two row or two column of a determinant are identical, then the value of the whole determinant is 0. So without expanding, we can say with the help of property, the value of this determinant is 0. So see how useful are these properties. We are taking one more problem for solving it, and let us. So this is our problem to evaluate this one. With the help of the properties of determinants, we are going to evaluate it. Although some problems comes in this form that we are giving right side also. Prove this determinant is equal to the right side. That is another way. So we are discussing what can we do here. As To solve such type of problems, the first step should be make any row or column as 1 1 1. All the elements of row or column make it 1 1. Sometimes it may be converted by taking common. Sometimes it may be converted by multiplying by some scalar or any other. It depends on columns, place to place. But our objective is, if we can convert all the elements of any row or column as 1 1 1, then the question will be more easier. As in this question, already these elements are 1 1. So what I am going to do here, I'll make two elements of C1 as 0. How can we make it this 0? If we subtract this one from here, then we can make it 0. So on applying R2 as R2 minus R, then R1 का हम कुछ नहीं कर रहे, R1 तो एज इट इज रहेगा 1a b। R2 पे हम सब्ट्रैक्ट कर रहे हैं तो 1 माइनस 1 0, b माइनस a, ca माइनस b। देन टू ऑपरेशन से एक साथ ऑपरेट हो सकते हैं। सेम थिंग अप्लाई कीजिएगा R3 पे, R3 एज R3 माइनस R। सो 1 माइनस 1 0, c माइनस a, ab minus b। We have made these two elements 0. Now if we expand it, it will be more easy. But before expanding, check whether anything is common in R2. Yes, we may take common. What we may take? We may take b minus a as common. So taking b minus a common from R2 and c minus a from R3. This will be equal to determinant 1a b c। यहाँ से b माइनस ए कॉमन लिया तो b माइनस ए मिल गया, देन 0 1, यहाँ c कॉमन है, c कॉमन लेते हैं तो ब्रैकेट में